Hello. Actually, I don't think we're getting restreamed or anything. Oh, we are. Never mind. I'll turn my mic off now.
Alright everybody, thanks for bearing with us. I think we're just about ready to go. I think everyone's just waiting on me. And I will mute myself the next time I do that. Yeah, we're good. Can you guys hear me? Am I coming through? Someone in chat, let me know. Cheers, Logical. Speaking of Logical, I think we can segue onto the state of the group. I believe Logical has beaten LostC0re. I believe... Is it Ricky who's beaten LostC0re? And we have the decider potentially for group winner tomorrow between those two. But for now, off with a short category, short and sweet. 11 exit with cape. I haven't seen any discussion about orb or cloud, so it will be traditional, no major glitchless. And as we head to a box jump, first potential slip up, but I don't think we'll see it from either of these. Very nice. Once you get that box jump at the beginning, everything else should be fairly smooth sailing. Spending as much time as possible running across those brown platforms. It's just move forward by a few pixels, saving the odd frame, which I think both runners have easily done enough to get a comfortable 2:59 on the in-game timer. Yeah, I'm sorry, I wasn't prepared to commentate, so I don't have the full details of the state of the group. But let me know in chat what the win-loss record is, and do either of these runners have a chance of qualification? I'm guessing maybe yes, maybe no. Oh, LostC0re taking a dip, and wow, a couple of really close pushes. And you'd usually say, got away with that, got out there, only 2 in-game seconds, but this is 11 exit. Potentially could be decided by just the odd second. Yeah, this is one of the group of deaths. I kind of like it. I like the idea of non-seeded groups. And the way the seeds have worked out, it's almost a little bit like it was random allocation. This group obviously very tough, especially when you throw categories in such as anything with the orbs, either of the orb switches. Can just be anyone's game. Very nice Iggy kills. 2 241s. What you want to see. So Pesu holds that small lead over LostC0re still. Now that's not big enough that it's going to be bigger than something like missing zips. It will only be if both runners get zips, or both runners don't get zips, anything like that, if they kind of go neck and neck in every big strat. I mean, of course, Donut Ghost House, I wonder if LostC0re is going to have a crack at the clip. You can do that for not much cost if you miss it, or potentially just go for a slightly risky fast spin fly through the boo ring would just about save enough over a standard safe strat in the first room. There are options. There's always options to save the odd second or two back, but they come at either high difficulty or high risk, or both. So both of these runners just completely the same in all levels, except that YI3. Just, I don't know, very strange to see from LostC0re. But oh, both runners going for the spin fly. I was worried about the P balloon, but it was in fact LostC0re. Stayed well away from it. The Pesu not quite getting the red shell through, 255, but all that's needed when LostC0re without cape. What's the strat here? Go on without cape or go back? I feel like I'd probably go back, but I'm not sure what LostC0re decides going on. We're definitely going to see a clip attempt now then. And very good, as you'd expect. A lot easier than no cape version. As opposed to slight issues, but the game's changed now. This is purely about maintaining quite a solid lead. So that as LostC0re almost catches up on this level, but it's the lack of cape that's really going to cost time later. There can be no zips for LostC0re. Oh, okay. Okay. I think LostC0re takes the lead again. That was super unexpected. That's raised pressure for you. Having said that though, LostC0re is going to have to take some time to pick up that mushroom, which is going to cut this small lead probably about in half. I guess there is a no cape runoff. Or is the strat to pick up a cape in Starboard 4? LostC0re missing, both runners missing the kind of the short path. So a 283 for both runners. They obviously hadn't prepared for no cape. So nice, both runners successfully with Baby Yoshi. You'd expect only potentially frames that can be lost or gained. Having said that, oh my goodness. No Baby Yoshi. How wrong was I? This is going to be many seconds of lead for LostC0re. But there's a bit of orangey here. Oh dear. Is that cloud reachable? Maybe with a bit of momentum. Oh lord. Okay. Gonna catch a lift. Oh, not just to the cloud. Gonna see if we can make it all the way up. Oh my goodness. And a good kill from Pesu, but picking up the block that was needed to reach the cloud. So maybe we're going to see the same feeding strats. Not simple here, because you really don't want to die by grabbing a block under your feet. One more. Not the one under your feet. Okay, there we go. As LostC0re successfully grows the red Yoshi. Basically not having quite as much luck getting up. Yeah, it's not easy that if you've not prepared for it. To ditch Yoshi. So, oh my goodness, gonna try and get the cloud after all. You can't jump on him. You've got to kill him with something. if you want that cloud to stay. So we're gonna start again. Have a second do it. Whoa, LostC0re. Everything's just getting a little nervy. But there's a solid lead. Go in room 5. Presumably remembers the queue. Get through safely. But good, solid, safe plan. Taking room 5 without the deboost. I just wouldn't remember how to do it. I'd have to go room 7 if I didn't have anything to deboost with. So good knowledge of backups, or just safe versions to take in situations like this. Nice safe P-speed get from Pesu there. I might have to look into that myself. Oh dear. Safe to get P-speed, but can't guarantee you keep Yoshi. But there's that Starwood 4 cape I was talking about earlier. Don't know if that was going to be the plan, but if not, maybe this works out better. So I'm going to get enough cape pumps there. Pesu back on the happy path, caped, but pretty much it's fair to say is relying on a death from LostC0re. So probably there's not really much advantage in getting a frame perfect, super fast castle. Okay, gonna go for the damage boost. Giving away the cape. I've not seen that before. So we're back to no cape world. As LostC0re going to be very comfortable with the no cape kill. The other potential category we have is no cape, no Star Wars. Both runners, 2 categories the same, 11 exit and no cape, no Star Wars. So they'll both have been ready for a no cape Bowser kill. So we're already at final hit for LostC0re. And now it is GG's. Oh, while I was busy giving LostC0re the Star Award, unfortunate Bowser death, you hate to see it. But going back in for another try. Depending on the spin, we could get no cape, no Star Wars or 11 exit for the second race. So just making sure the no cape is solid, not a bad plan. It's almost a sneaky bit of practice, in case no cape, no Star Wars comes up. Makes it through dark room there. When things start to go wrong, everything just becomes a little more tricky. Everything's a little more nervy. So no problems with the first phase. I think it was a second phase death that we saw last time, I'm guessing. Oh, I was going to say, but doesn't fancy the mushroom. definitely comes highly recommended at this stage. So final phase now. Over this, we're given a bit of time to settle the nerves. And yet that did look like an insta hit. Neck just about got down in time. Nice aggressive positioning. And that's a GG for Pesu. Okay. Let's get the wheel ready. Okay, that looks good. For the first race, we got a red 11 exit out of LostC0re's 11 exit and no cape, no Star Wars choices. Now we're going to have one of Pesu's categories, which are 11 exit and no cape, no Star Wars. Let's see what we're going to get. Will it be a rematch? I feel like 11 exit would be the more nerve-wracking choice. Beat, and it looks like a no cape, no Star Wars. Mixing it up. Okay, oh, got to update the race name. Okay, and the countdown's begun. And here we go. That looks synced well enough. So there was a lot going on the previous run. I neglected to mention LostC0re world record holder in 11 exit, by the way. So are things looking a bit easier going into No Cape, No Star Wars? Well, no. Also, world record holder for No Cape, No Star Wars. So not a bad couple of categories to get on the wheel. Pesu currently with a 37-34 No Cape, No Star Wars. But does come in with a 33-minute flat no Star Wars time. So certainly a lot more potential than a 37. Might be a category not run too much or not run recently. So we could definitely have a chance of a PB. As we've just seen, just because you're the world record holder doesn't mean you're going to get near world record pace, especially under tournament pressure. Keep an eye on the second half from LostC0re. No time to go in the practice just to work out what went wrong last time. But no need. No issues at all. Does seem to have drifted just a few frames behind. Something very minor may have occurred. I don't know if there was a shell jump that I missed in Pesu. That would certainly explain it. So, like last time, both runners opting to go for the Fire Flower. I think it's pretty much non-optional to a sensible no major glitches run. But a bit more of a decision for No Cape, No Star Wars. And both, same as last time, solid 241 Iggies. Okay, and this is where we diverge from the 11 exit race. You see the fireballs at the start there indicating that that cape is not going to be grabbed. We're going to see a bit of the level this time. Just coming up for the tricky jump here. See the different strats. Neither of which are completely free, I don't think. And now the Yoshi ditch. And both, I think, frame perfect there. It's a hold right and run the whole way. As long as you don't make any mistakes. So this time, no chance of any mistakes grabbing the shell in the dry room. Because we're not going to be seeing the dry room. That's gone. No need to try and wake this fish or dodge past it. So we have fire. Kill him right in the face. Oh, now that was a surprise. I'm not really sure what happened there. But I do know the outcome. But a nice lead for Pesu. Sorry, for LostC0re. And Pesu in this strange position of being big, and did actually make an active decision to chase after that mushroom. which could make this next level very tricky. So we see LostC0re try and get P-speed before jumping so that the camera scrolls up. And we see Pesu not managing that, but manages to very quickly gain P-speed on the top platform and jump to scroll the screen up. Remarkably quickly. But now we'll see LostC0re go for, I'm sure, a strat he's very comfortable with. Scrolling the screen here and killing the Koopa. Okay, I was going to say, I'm not sure what Pesu's going to do. Just deboosting that mushroom away. Possibly just picked it up on instinct. Didn't really consider that it would actually do more harm than good. But having said that, seemingly deliberately picking up the midway there. And I think he's in a similar position for the next level. It's tricky when big to kill the hammer bro with the shell. It is possible, but perhaps isn't going to be able to do the small strat. Perhaps isn't familiar with the small strat, so we're just trying to keep everything as close to as it would be if there were fire. LostC0re going for the happy path strat for them in the blue shell. Pesu not going to go for the boost. Are we going to see a dismount here? Very nice. So after all that, the lead is very small. Just a few seconds still. So I think is a pretty good result, given that early loss of fire. More so because it obviously wasn't planned and you have to back it up, and you're not doing what you've prepared. If you just decided to go through small, that's one thing. But if you expect it to be Fire Mario, and then you've got to know the secondary stats, whoa, both of those just about creeping forward. As LostC0re is going to be first to attempt to place the string. Very nice. And it's going to be 2 fireballs and a kill. Pesu, yeah, it's a tricky part of the run.
Sorry, Kieran, I don't see some in your contacts.
Sorry about that. I don't know what Alexa's wanted to say there. Yeah, I'll have to write. Oh, I haven't put anyone on the comms. Okay. Well, yeah, it can remain a mystery. Didn't get no coat, no Star Wars twice. First was an 11 exit. Which was just as close for a lot of the race, but it was more big swings back and forth. This one is close in a different way. Not too much time lost by either runner. LostC0re, very nice, 378. Perhaps Pesu's going to lose just a little. And yeah, picking up the backup flower, I'd like that for the race, because you've got LostC0re coming up in a little while. You can never be sure that you won't take a hit on LostC0re. And you definitely want to be taking fire right to the end of Butterbridge. That's when it really saves the time on cycles. And once you've passed LostC0re, there's no convenient way to get a fire back. So sacrificing just a little time to make sure the backup flower is intact. Now LostC0re has an option here to go for a rather swaggy backup flower, which potentially could be quicker. But if anything, it's more risky to attempt, so it doesn't go for it. More risky than risking not having a backup flower. Okay, LostC0re not going for killing those spinies with the shell. But it didn't seem to lag, so not obviously so anyway. Now I wonder will LostC0re go for the patented no turn back. Here we go. I'm pretty sure LostC0re says that's easy, but I don't think that's easy. And we see Pesu doing the, I'm going to call it the sensible strat, just holding left, just very briefly, to wait for the cycle to be nice. Good backup there to regain P speed. Oh. Yeah, the turn back at the start is only going to lose a few frames, but it was the loss of P speed in the middle there that's going to lead to LostC0re extending that lead just another few. So LostC0re, no chance to go for the Thwomp despawn, no cape to spin. So this can be tricky in the all switches, no cape category, just because there's that green block. A little easier there to get to the door, and a very nice Resno. Let's see if Pesu needs that backup flower. Oh, okay. Going right in there at the start. Not quite getting the kill. Come on. The backup flower, I'm going to say, caused that death. Oh, that's a sad one. It's not a particularly quick level. And it does deprive of us that double BB1 action. Well, LostC0re will probably still be just hanging around. And by the time Pesu catches up, just about. So yeah, something, SMW premium. Okay, done the bit. That's all you're getting. As Pesu does head towards that second room again. Gonna have to. Whoa! I didn't even detect a slowdown. Baiting that Thwomp and embarrassing it. Seemed to charge full steam ahead. Okay. Whoa! Seemed. I was nervous. I was nervous for that Resno. Charging in full steam ahead, and a couple of fairly close encounters there. Yeah, sometimes it isn't even the fireballs. It's just the whole threat of the fireballs. And of course, a big helping of janky old platform when you hit your head against that. So, a few moments of double BB1. And LostC0re gets through. We're moving on. So after going to all the trouble of the double fire, it's going to be Pesu going forward. He's not going to be able to get the cycle skip. Or I should say, not going to be able to get the double cycle skip. Will have the opportunity for the Ludwig single cycle skip, but he's going to have to work a lot harder for it then LostC0re is going to... Assuming LostC0re can hold this fire. Once that blue shell's been grabbed, this level's pretty much done. You just have to pay some attention at the end, not to fly completely at the top. Pesu considering ditching Yoshi. Can't blame that decision, but is going to bring Yoshi with. So what's LostC0re going to do here? Forward scroll, back scroll, double back scroll? Just nothing. Just charging at this level. So I think that's a solid race strategy. You don't have to worry about did you or did you not manage to wake that Spiny. Actually not sure what those enemies are called. Question answers in the chat. Nice climb from LostC0re. Just baiting the Koopas to spawn and heading in the convenient direction. And such a quick boss when you got fire. 2 fireballs and a jump. All that's needed. It's not going to be available for Pesu later. So now this lead's looking fairly solid. What we can see what clips have to say about that coming up. LostC0re wouldn't go for no cape wings, you don't think? Wouldn't just give that one go. It's probably too risky. It's not that big a lead, and you can definitely very easily die going for the no cape version. Bony beetles, yes. Very nice middle room. Don't think there was a screen scroll forward there. Just taking on those fireballs. Okay, LostC0re picking up now a backup. That can be used in voice later. And taking a hit. Okay. But the quickest backup you could hope for. Bouncing on that shell. Get out of there. Oh, and that cycle skip. Not getting it. Hopefully, yeah, isn't jumping off screen. So it was quite a snidey time loss that. A lot more than any of the other bosses. We'll see LostC0re using that backup flower in order to take on Roy later. Now LostC0re mainly, I'd say, not screwed over by the game there. There was one kick out, but just struggling to get clipped in the first place a little bit. So just giving a little bit of that time back and finally in. I think that was the second clip in. Just spent a little time there. Keeping it interesting. So I wonder if Pesu was going to pick up a fire flower just on instinct. Yeah, picking it up. But what's it going to do for you? I wonder if that's just, as I say, instinct. Because that's usually what happens. If you deboost in Roy's, then you've lost your fire. There's no use having that shroom. I guess a little bit of safety. Okay, LostC0re not taking a shell through. I wonder what strat we're going to see at the end. How's he getting up there? Going to go for the kill. Very good. Okay. Pesu taking a hit. So that fire flower came in very handy. So good job the commentary is not being listened to. That was an excellent strategic decision. The key thing here is Pesu is going to have something to damage boost with Inroy's. Isn't going to have to wait. As we see LostC0re approaching that very damage boost. Oh, gonna drop the fire flower, deboost, grab the one dropped from the item box, and got him. Let's hope the spawns are reasonable. Okay. Just missing one rather key platform there. Unfortunately, taking the time needed to assess the situation. That almost happens rarely enough that it was kind of silly to mention, but yeah, it was just not there. As Pesu losing that shroom, so making good use of it, and then getting the midway. So we're still good for a damage boost in Royce. But just about. And of course, yeah, if you're small there, you're going to have a heck of a time getting into that key and secret exit. That's probably actually a more critical reason why you don't want to be small. Now LostC0re. This is just yeah. Somewhere you do not want to lose P-speed. I think an incredible recovery there. I think a very surprising place to get hit. So to know instinctively that there was just enough space to regain P-speed. Because that could have been painful. Losing a bit more as we're going to see the deboost. I was going to say, if I didn't have to grab a flower, I would take the deboost on the floor, giving me all the iframes in the world. It is kind of tight when you deboost hitting your head. You've got to jump just at the right moment. Too early and you don't make it up, too late, and that's what we see. Just a couple of deaths in really costly places that's padding out this lead. As LostC0re is going for the deboost strat. Now going for the deboost strat does have the disadvantage of you not being big for LostC0re, which probably means you have to take it a little safer. Possibly, I dare say probably going to have to slow down to pick up a safety shell to use as a bit of a battering ram. And kill one of those football chucks. This time, not going to go for the deboost over in Roy's. Or at least not going to take it all the way. Maybe we'll see the second part of the room. No point now. As LostC0re does now head towards LostC0re. Now this time, Roy isn't super slow without fire. You just don't want to jump on him too early. Otherwise he can really start to get away with you. So yeah, LostC0re stopping to use that shell. And now hopefully picking up the midway. And that is going to be useful for a damage boost in Wendy's. Oh, interesting first jump by LostC0re. Just ducking to reduce the size of the hitbox. And sneaking under a little earlier than you could otherwise have done. That's pretty cool. Looking good to get P-Speed for LostC0re. Another one of these rooms. As long as you can keep on P-Speed, should be good. Without P-Speed, it's very tight for time on those sand platforms. And of course, heart always in mouth a little bit on those very steep sections. Just your jump being eaten. But fortunately, LostC0re not experiencing that. Nice CI1 here, showing how it's done. Here we go on the damage boost. Just using those iframes so that crusher can't kill you. Going, I would say, no holds barred for that second section. I'm not going to grab the midway either for LostC0re. It would be a slight time loss, but it would seem a prudent safety play with such a lead. But not for the likes of LostC0re. So hopefully Wendy is nice. Can't ask for much nicer than that. As we see a deboost in the ghost house. Okay, so as LostC0re heads to the sunken ghost ship, see what we've got in Chocolate Island 2. Really nice first room. Threading the needle in between that gap without barely slow. Oh no! I'm not even sure what happened. I'm gonna call it an eat and jump. So I've not experienced it on that particular platform. See, the second time showing just how well that first room was done previously. It's not a big gap to get through when you're trying not to slow down. So I'm gonna guess LostC0re is just gonna, yeah, no slowdown. Probably planning to swim through, despite the huge lead. Yeah, maybe going for gold. Certainly haven't seen anything held back. So we go with 1 booing swim, 2 booing swims, 3 booing swims, just a bit of a slowdown there. And yet, all the booing swims. Let's see what we've got for lag reduction strats. Not going for the blue. Interesting. And that score, we see that the 9, just a 9 in the score, but everything else is looking pretty amazing. So very nice sunken ghost ship. As Pesu here, just heading into that third and final room with this P-Speed get at the beginning. Looks good to me, that should be fine. Even quite an early jump as well. Plenty of room to spare. So we're looking now for the chucks not to hit Mario, and for the jump to come out. Thank you very much, game. Oh, LostC0re going for the left right, just making it so much riskier, I think, just to save those frames. But no disaster. Very respectable. 358. Oh my god. Okay, I got another chance for orb. Sorry, guys. Not sure where to look at. Both very interesting rooms. I think Pesu was going all out for the jump there and just slipping off. Let's now look towards the sandbar attempt, which I'm sure we're going to see. Let's go. LostC0re pulling out everything for the second half of this run. Having said that, we've seen 2 of the clips. There are 2 more rather stupid clips, which I don't think it's fair to include in everything, so I'm not going to go for them. I think that more than a reasonable decision. As it looks like Wendy, no problem. Orange jump even from LostC0re. So just a screen scroll there from LostC0re. Whoa, and very close to the Masher, Chomper, Crusher, there you go. In there somewhere. Looking very close. But keeping P-speed all the way. Let's see what Boo Boo's got. Yeah, I think the only decision there was to smash through it. In this category, doesn't really matter. You just lose the time it takes for the deboost frames. Pesu big here. Now I would have thought a deliberate damage boost would be preferable. You don't really want to be big in Rob 1 and LostC0re successfully making it through. And now restored bigness. And yeah, Pesu with the deboost. Going to be much nicer. If you did somehow keep big to the start of Rob 1, you'd probably just deboost it away right at the beginning in that first Munchie roll. And there's something that I meant to remember here. Oh, there you go, guys. I hope that made you happy. What have we got for LostC0re now? Phase 2. Really super spicy run, particularly the second half. After Forest clips, I can't really think of a great deal of time lost. Clips were fairly rough. Probably the main thing. Okay, Pesu just a little left-right at the beginning to give that sandbar time to creep up as LostC0re heads for hit number 6 of 6 to take this, I guess, consolation group match. And there it is, GG. Gonna take this one down 2-0. And oh, was there a sandbar attempt that I missed there? Was there a sandbar I missed there? Okay, let's switch over the audio just to finish out Well, for both of these runners, finish out this tournament, I believe, have the best understanding of the rules. Yeah, the final Blob Fortress. Also seen that screen scroll. Running back and forth on this platform to keep P-speed. Just about avoid clipping your head as you jump under that. And then that final pot of boo can really get in your way. And I think, yeah, we've seen that strat from Pesu on the previous LostC0re. Seems pretty risky, but dispatches LostC0re in good time. We've just got backdoor to do now. Oh my goodness. Well, not too costly at this point. I was just reflecting on the fact taking this room only really matters for this dark room. But it would just mean if there was disaster, you can take the hit. But it isn't going to prevent you from that lava bit. Okay, making our way into Bowser. We did see practice in the 11 exit race of the no cape kill. So hopefully we see this one closed out. Okay, nice phase one. So kicking the mecha up like that does not actually restun it. So you definitely can end up trying to catch a suddenly awakened Mecha Koopa. Hopefully the awakening flashes show up better on Pesu's home screen than I can see on my monitor. I really like the no cape kill because with the cape you just go for the instas. You either get the instas or you don't. There's all sorts of just odd frames to try and save in no cape. You could really push it. Oh, okay. Gonna go for a slightly longer final phase. Didn't like the look of that Mecha Koopa. Untrustworthy look on its face. Fair enough. Hopefully everything doesn't. Oh, wow. That's tough. Going back again though. No midway this time. Gonna have to potentially pick up one of those pity shrooms, which I think would come highly recommended. Okay, so take two. That first hit, you can't, or you don't want to hit Bowser quite as soon as possible. Otherwise, he'll end up chucking that Mecha Koopa over to the left. So you usually see runners line up exactly where they want. Okay, a bold move. I don't know what I think about this. Does not want any pity. No pity shroom. Gonna do it like this is PB pace. Looks like a good ball skip to me. I'm slightly unfamiliar with that setup. Oh lordy. Things that escalate. I've just had a quick glance up in the top left corner. We have 4 Marios remaining. That seems like plenty of Marios. However, we really could do with just powering up perhaps, just in case of disaster. Another good first hit. Okay, let's go ball skip again. Looks good. And this time with the added safety. It's an interesting setup for that 4th hit. It seems like it would result in a completely consistent Bowser position. Not completely optimal. With Bowser moving away before then moving closer to Mario, having that momentum away. But here we go, final hit. There it is. GG's all round. And GG's for the tournament for these guys as well. If either of you guys want to jump in the On Deck voice channel, I have now sorted my setup so I can take interviews should you want one. Should you want to deconstruct the tournament experience. But if not, all good. I see LostC0re. Hey, LostC0re.
Hello.
You're live. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That was a really nice last run. I was just thinking back, apart from the Yoshi clips, that was a really fast race.
Yeah. Pretty happy with that run, other than the Yoshi clip.
And were you going full ham on purpose for the second half?
No, I just went for what I usually do.
Yeah, I can understand that.
It's been years since I've grabbed the Wendy Midway, and I just, I know how to pick it safe while being dangerous, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you'd certainly need a potentially different strat if you're going to be big for that room, and if you don't have that ready, it makes sense.
Yeah, I also forgot it's been so long since I played No Kid No Store World, I forgot the DLC in Roy's Castle.
Yeah, do you know why that happens? Was it something you did subtly, or just occasionally you don't have the DLC?
It just, happens sometimes. The sprites just load in the perfect wrong way somehow. It's very rare. It's like less than 5% for sure.
Yeah, it looked like a really impressive backup to just stop at that point when you're so not expecting it, surely.
Yeah, well, I mean, it beats falling in the pit and dying at the very end of that level.
Sure. And I think we saw Pesu just taking a couple of deaths at the worst moment, such as towards the end of Roy's and in Top Bridge 4 to Vesnor.
Oh, yeah.
Which otherwise would have made it a lot closer.
I was actually wondering how I won that 11 exit race as well.
I think we're all wondering how any of that happened. That was a real crazy race. And in the end, actually, won it by a significant margin. The way it goes sometimes, I guess.
I'll have to rewatch that one for sure.
Yeah, it was a good one. So, for the tournament as a whole, I'm sure you would have been expecting to go further. But I guess that's the nature of the toss-up tourney. You never know what you're going to get.
Yeah. I mean, as good of a player as I am, I just haven't had the time to, practice 9 categories all at once. I think a player like LostC0re has a far better chance of taking it all instead.
Yeah, well, we'll have to see what happened in the knockout stages, how they shape up. I think it's meant to be a little bit of a mystery, exactly what's going to go on.
Definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah, well, glad the early knockout hasn't soured the entire tournament, and you're still going to be cheering the guys on.
Yeah, definitely. Whenever I can. I always work weekends pretty hard, so I can't catch stuff that's scheduled on Saturday, really. That's when people schedule most, so as much as my schedule allows, I'll be cheering everyone on.
Will you be sticking with SMW for any RTA attempts?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Been practicing the all switches no cape for the 2x. Would be really fun to beat the cape record with the no cape once again, but
that's happened a couple of times, hasn't it, in that category?
Yeah, and you can be a lot faster in no cape than people give it credit for. It's just quite a bit harder, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd probably prefer to do the no cape, just with to avoid the Yoshi clip. That pretty much, if you don't do that, cape isn't saving time, I guess.
Yeah, you avoid a lot of that stuff with no cape. You get the V2 clip and the FY1 wings and cape. But you do trade it off for some dumb stuff and no cape as well. But...
Okay. Well, any final thoughts?
Final thoughts. Thanks, Pesu, for the races, and good luck to everyone remaining. That would be Arclark and Illogical from my group. I'll be cheering them on more than anyone. Make my defeat worth it.
It'd be good to lose to eventual champions, and we'll see those two runners, Logical and Arclark, same time as this started. So like an hour earlier than whatever time this is for you, whatever corner of the world you are, to, I guess, decide the group winner. Alright, thanks LostC0re. GG for LostC0re, Pesu. And thanks everyone for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.